Diary, hello from the cave. It's November 2020 and you join me here in cold and wet England. And the subject for today's video is, I suppose, capitulation. I'm trying to think of a better word, but I'm afraid I've just gone all Garmin. Here you see my road bicycle, my Premier road bicycle, with its rather unusual winter wheel combination, which if you look at a previous video is because my carbon wheels seen in front of you took about 3 months to arrive. Anyway, the configuration is as is, but recently I've just upgraded the light combination. Now, we do cycle with daytime running lights at all times, and on the back I've already had a lovely Garmin rear light. I think it's a RTL 510. It's not the latest 515. I think the only difference between the new one is that it supports Bluetooth, whereas Garmin products normally communicate across ANT+. Anyway, the big news is that I've bitten the bullet and finally upgraded the front light. So where are we? Here's the front light. And this is a Garmin UT800. Now, I've been waiting to change to this device for some time, but I've been following the price on Amazon, and it's not really dipped below about £130. I've had feelers out to friends and family, and my good friend Pierre mentioned to me that although the Wiggle Wiggle had it out of stock for £99, Argos, believe it or not, did have it in stock. So a few days later, I have bought and received the new Garmin UT800 lamp. Now, I'm a bit suspicious about the price drop, and for some while, that's about 6 months, I've been looking at the price, thinking, this light is due for replacement. Maybe there's going to be UT900 or something, but nothing's kind of cropped up. So it's always nice to have the latest lamp, but I'm happy that I've got this one. So what have I got? I've got at the front, I've got the Garmin UT800. At the back, I've got the RTL, I think it's 510. It's the latest one. And I've got the Garmin cycle computer. It's very similar to the 5 series. This is the touchscreen 830 device. So if you look more closely at the screen, you'll see it actually says that the light battery is full. It's talking about the front light. The light mode is set to auto, and the number of lights connected is 2. And that's because it can see via the ANT+ connection the front and the back light. It's kind of convenient in a way, and this is why I've gone to the Garmin configuration after much time sort of humming and hawing about it. I just want a light combination that works reliably, works well. Don't have to think about it too much. And if you know, cycling in England is a bit of a faff. Firstly, the roads are not ideal, and that's putting it mildly. They're not particularly safe, so I would say it's advisable to cycle with the front and rear lights on all the time. Having to put these lights on each time and having to make sure that they're recharged is just an extra thing to consider. So by stepping up to Garmin expensive technology, I'm hoping to sidestep the hassle and just automatically put these lights on and go cycling, which is usually every day. So why are these lights great? Well, the front light is connected to the 830 computer. So when you turn on the cycle computer, the light will come on. You've got a choice of different light modes, but there is a sensor, so the Garmin device can figure out that you can set it to auto, in which case it can decide based on the light condition what to set the light into. Personally, I always like to have the light on a solid mode, so I think I've overridden that to individual and set it to high. On the back, you've got the light with a radar sensor, and the key thing is that as you're cycling, it shows you on the front of the cycle computer when cars are approaching. So you don't need to continuously, be looking behind you, or you're obviously listening all the time, but it visually shows you on the screen how, by a series of dots on the right-hand side, what's behind you. So that's very, very handy. And the final thing is, it also maintains a count of the vehicles that come past you. And so one of the fields you can set onto your Garmin is actually how many cars have passed you. I think I've actually got that set somewhere on one of these fields. Have I not? Certainly it actually shows you on the actual Garmin Connect output when you've done a cycle ride how many cars have actually passed you, and you can even feed that information into because it stores the GPS reference of every car, and when it's passed you can even plot the information of every car that's passed you on a map. So the combination of the front and rear lights I think is exceptional. It's a decent combination. I think these three things together, if I had, if money wasn't an object and you said to me, what would you recommend? I'd recommend the RTL 515 on the rear, the UT800 on the front, and I think the 830 cycle computer is kind of the best of the bunch because it's nice and compact. And I think it beats the 1030, which I just think is too large, really. Okay, sorry, so I'm fully equipped now, and I shall try and stop moaning for the future. I've spent the money, and I'm very happy with the result. Thanks for watching.